in 30 seconds.
And now, introducing Casey Carter.
I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front, exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up.
Erotic boudoir, adult, intimate, sexy, sensual. Allow AJ and Nick, the dynamic mother-daughter team, to assist you in customizing a personal pleasure package tailored to your intimate needs. They are highly knowledgeable and offer a professional touch. You can visit their store located at 2635 West Girard Avenue in Philadelphia, or browse more discreetly on their website at erotic-boudoir.com. And please be assured that both AJ and Nick are available to answer any questions you may have. Erotic Boudoir, helping you prioritize your pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Casey Carter.
Okay, so I forgot for a hot second what I was supposed to be doing because I was like, you never hear it live like that. So, yeah, thank you, Lorenzo. Lorenzo is live in studio, although because of microphones, we're not in the same space, but love it. So, hola, how are you, love? All right, so Toxic Goddess is in the room. We've got ever ready Jason. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Oh, congratulations on your new job. Way to go. And Deuce 0099. Welcome to the show. Obviously, it's Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, and it is time for Casey at Night. Thank you, Goddess. Appreciate that. And if you were here last week, something that never happens, I was longer than an hour. I'm never longer than an hour. If you've watched Casey from back in 2017, you know the show was an hour and I'm done at an hour. But last week, Madam Gumbo, Nick, and AJ from Erotic Boudoir, we were having so much fun. We couldn't get off camera. We talked. I mean, AJ talked about I should say Nick talked about her mom, AJ, taking her to Nude Beach when she was young. AJ talked about her first sexual experience being with a man and a woman. It was fire, okay? It was fire, and I loved every minute of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have something to do at 8 o'clock, I suggest you let them know you might be late, because tonight's about to be another one of those nights. My guest tonight, whew, and I'm and this is how I mess up, because I start saying the names out of, like I got a whole sequence I'm supposed to be going through, and I'm so excited. I might just get out of sequence, and then for the rest of the night, I'm just doing shit. So I'm going to stay on task, as they say. And as you know, March is Women's History Month. And the theme for this year's Women's History Month, I bet you didn't know Women's History Month has a theme every year, but the theme for this year's Women's History Month is providing healing and promoting hope. And I had asked several of my friends to give me their thoughts on the healing power of sex work. And I've had Amina Peterson, I've had Marla Stewart, I've had Dr. Jess O'Reilly, I had Tayomi, Lord, I just blanked because I just want to call her goddess, right? So I had Tayomi Morgan on the show last week. Well, I had her audio on the show. She's coming up live shortly. And this week, I have two submissives, two people who are in the scene as submissives, and they gave their thoughts on the healing power of sex work. And it was really very interesting to hear what they had to say. So allow me to share that with you now.
Greetings, Casey Carter and viewers. My name is Sassy Nikki Mia, curator of Surrender and Mastery. Today I want to share a little bit about my experience with self-love, self-care, and affirmation through the power of sex work. When I began my sex work journey, I thought it was going to be just a way for me to make a little extra money from the comfort and safety of my own home, because I created content virtually. But what I didn't realize was through the process of creating this content, I would actually become more enamored with myself. You see, not only did I receive the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual benefits of the self-care I gave myself while I created this content, performing sensual, sexual touch on myself, bringing myself to orgasm over and over again. That was all fine and well and great. But what happened was, once I began to edit and package my content, I actually got to see myself and really look at myself. And the love that I had for myself increased almost tenfold while I was doing this sex work. Because as I was editing my content, I'd look at myself and go, ooh, you know, I am actually a beautiful woman. And damn, I am sexy. And holy shit, look at that. That was hot. And frankly, I turned myself on all over again because I was actually seeing me, and not just through the love or admiration or compliments through other people's eyes, but I saw me through my own eyes, and I loved what I saw. And so through sex work, I was able to give myself that love, that care, and that affirmation that I love me, all of me, and pleasure is a good thing. Now, the other side of sex work that provides self-love, self-care, and affirmation was actually for my clients. You see, we as humans, we really thrive on respect, acceptance, being seen, and we wither under shame, judgment, and hiding the nature of our true selves. So with my clients, my absolute openness to their kinks, their fetishes, and their sexual fantasies, as well as my absolute willingness and pleasure in providing and recreating those fantasies for them, gave many people a level of acceptance and respect that they hadn't really experienced before, especially sexually. And so for me, sex work is not just a way to make a little extra money, but for me, it is a spiritual vocation. It is a way for me to be of service to others, like it has always been. It is a service and it is a vocation. And through the power of sex work, myself and my clients were able to be more seen, be more themselves, receive more love and more pleasure. That is the power of sex work.
Hello, my name is London Bridges. I am a professional burlesque entertainer and professional submissive based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And the healing energy and powers of sex work. Where do I even begin? I am somebody who provides sex work as healing, as well as I receive sex workers' healing powers. And I can definitely speak from a submissive standpoint and say that the most healing part of receiving sex work, being a submissive, is the communication, the boundary setting, the hard limits and the hard no's and the safe words. The communication is so key and so healing. And it's something that I definitely needed as somebody who has experienced sexual trauma. I definitely needed to experience what it was like to have hard no's and for somebody to listen and to have a safe word and say, unicorn, that's my safe word. And for it to, hands off, what's wrong? Are you okay? What did I do wrong? That feels so good. It is the most liberating, and it makes my heart happy to be able to have that type of power as somebody who has had their power taken from them. So from somebody who has received sex work, that is the part that I can say is the most healing for me. Now, as somebody who is a sex worker, the power of sensuality. I love giving sensual energy as a healing tool. A lot of us underestimate the power of sensuality, and a lot of us don't know how much we really need it. Shit, I didn't even know how much I really needed it until I received it from myself and from other people's and people that I've worked with. And that energy, the things you can do with that energy, not just heal, but to manifest with that energy, is, again, the most liberating thing in the world. To be able to whisper sweetly into somebody's ear that they are beautiful, and to touch softly on their back as I am speaking affirmations into their ears. So I say that to say, get you some sex work so you could get yourself some sensual touch, be a submissive, or even be a dominant.
When I got Sassy Nikki's video, I was blown away. First and foremost, the tone and timbre of her voice, the way she presented her comments, I was so sucked in. But then I heard London's comments, and knowing that they're both full, submissives, I was blown away by the fact that they immediately talked about what sex work does for them personally. And I thought each presentation was absolutely beautiful, and I felt something for me in each of their presentations. So I want to thank London Bridges and Sassy Nikki for sharing their thoughts on the healing power of sex work. Now, I'm about to do 5 reasons to watch Casey. But before I do that, I just want you all to know. So in the show, there is a virtual green room, and apparently we can't all see each other. However, I can see everybody. And I just want y'all to know, Ms. Duchess is about to blow your minds. I'm sitting here watching her, and I'm like, Okay, we about to do the most up in here. So girlfriend is here rehearsing it down. Okay, she about to be so rehearsed she can do this joint in her sleep. I mean, and the funny thing is I can, at one point I'm like, oh, I know exactly what she's doing right there. I know what she's doing. Fan flipping and all it. Ooh, okay. So excited. Okay. So 5 reasons to watch Casey Carter here. We're just going to let the voice introduce that. And hold on, we had some comments I want to get to. World is built on sex work. There's so much history from first created sex toys and more. So true. Lorenzo and I were in Las Vegas, and we went through and saw. It was I don't even know if it was like a sex history museum or whatever the case was, but they had stone sex toys, like toys that you literally were hand carved from stone. It was so deep. I took so many pictures. I burnt out my phone doing that. And my friend Duchess, I'm sorry, Toxic Goddess. Ms. Toxic said, if I can stay awake, gummies, Snickers bars, and in bed. Listen, I love you. So whatever you need to do what you need to do, I'm here for it. But it is time for 5 reasons to watch Casey. Hold on, Kelly just dropped in. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Okay. Anyway, 5 reasons to watch Casey. And last time I got my hand slapped because I said stuff when I wasn't supposed to say stuff.
That's right. That's right. And Toxic will stay awake if she had a torch in her hand. She'd have no problem with that.
Yes, well, no torches tonight. But before Lorenzo gives us our 5 reasons, I just want to remind you all, this week my guests are Duchess Cashmere, podcaster, poet, writer, or as she says in her introduction, oh my God, I just lost it. Well, screw it. That just means I need to let her make her introduction because her introduction is fire. And then, of course, Laydee V and D from DV Passion. And, we live here locally, and yet we only see each other when we travel to Exotica. That's a thing, y'all. I don't know why, but it is. And these are sexperts, but I like specifically to talk about the fact that they are face-sitting experts. But that's a conversation we're going to have later. And you know what? I think I messed up. We about to find out in a minute because I think I just remembered I might not have cleared this screen. Hold on, let me see. All right, well, you know what? Here, we just going to run it. You want to introduce the segment, Club?
Well, of course, what the world is waiting on, 5 reasons to watch Casey.
All right, so everybody, close your eyes, just in case they're all on the screen already. Everybody, close your eyes. I'm trusting you're closing your eyes. Okay. Oh, yeah. See. Okay.
Yeah, they're closing their eyes. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All right.
Number 5. You're not doing anything else on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Number 4. Because you just can't help yourself. Number 3. Just to hear the sound of her voice. Number 2. Because she's just so sexy.
Oops, hold on.
And number 1, wait for it. Wait for it. to see the cleavage cam.
So last week I had maxed out on all my cameras, so I couldn't do cleavage cam last week. So I was busy counting cameras. I'm telling Lorenzo I may have to drop you off for a hot second if I run out of camera space. So fortunately, I was able to keep Lorenzo. Thank you, Lorenzo.
Yeah, you made it up to it. All right.
Okay. All right. Quick commercial break, and then we will come back with our first guest. Okay.
She's getting ready. You can hear
Yes.
her.
Yes.
Uh,
I was so distracted that I totally was like, wait, what? Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me, as soon as my computer joins me for the party, allow me, there we go. Allow me to introduce my first guest for the night. I'm not going to introduce her because her introduction is fire. And there's nothing I can say other than, ladies and gentlemen, Duchess Cashmere.
Hello, lovers. I am Duchess Cashmere, the griot erotica from the Cashmere Room podcast, the pussy preacher, the female dolomite, the sexy shit talker. You know I come to serve the tea, artistically nasty. I got the tips and the tricks to take your sexual experience to the highest degree of pleasure. Pussy poetry, MILF monologues. Oh, baby, the tea is piping hot. Come inside the Cashmere Room and let the Duchess show you the way.
Girl.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you know how much I love that. When you and I were recording Tea Time, that part right there, we didn't have to do nothing else. I would just be, I'm sitting there repeating everything you saying, messing up the whole flow. How are you, Duchess?
I am well. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Listen, you don't understand. I am so tickled to have you do this live and in person. I was gonna dig out a video that, from when you and I were doing Tea Time, and I'm like, we'll be here all night if I start pulling these videos. So I'm gonna just let
them hot.
There you go. I'm gonna just let girlfriend do what she do, and they can get it hot off the presses, and and let it roll.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Tell the audience a little about who Duchess Cashmere is.
I am, first and foremost, I'm a writer. I tell erotic stories on a podcast called The Cashmere Room. All of the stories I write myself. They come from my real life adventures as a kinky, polyamorous sex goddess. And some of the stories are true. and some of them are fornication fairy tales because I know what I'm doing. And then some of them are adaptations where I take a sliver of truth and create a story around it.
And for me, those are some of the best stories
Thank
because
you.
when when you put a little of you in that story, somehow it takes on magical powers. I don't
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but all the stories that I write that have me in it are
Mhm.
different than the stories that don't have me in it.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So you also are now writing in ASN Lifestyle Magazine.
Yes, I am. I'm writing an ASN magazine. What I do is I take the podcast and I re-edit it because it's different when someone is reading it compared to how I deliver it. And then I put a little extra sauce in there. So the story in ASN magazine is very different from what you hear on the podcast. So it's a different experience just for the ASN audience.
Yes. Well, I'm tickled that you were in ASN Lifestyle Magazine,
Thank you so much. That's
because
how we met.
I
You're
think,
on the cover of
yeah.
ASN Lifestyle Magazine.
Well, more importantly, I like to see all the chocolate.
You like all the chocolate. Yes.
I like
Yes.
to
You
see the
blaze that
chocolate.
trail.
I like to see the chocolate. So
Yes.
that makes me happy. Plus, Mike and Sherry are absolutely awesome.
Yes, they are.
They're awesome. They are so welcoming, so like they're the kind of people that once they like you, they love you, and you become family. And what do you need? What can I do to help you? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's insane how you're figuring, oh, this is a great opportunity, and the next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
you're sucked in, and there's no getting out. Like you're in now. You're in.
Yes. Yes. I'm
So,
in.
and you were also nominated last
Yes,
year
I was. Yes.
for one of ASN's awards, and
Yes.
you should be nominated again this year.
I hope so. Hope so. Fingers crossed.
Now,
Yes, that was a
I also know you do events.
I do events. I take the podcast stories and turn them into live experiences. There's movement and there's props and it's like a one-woman show.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna have to roll out. Where you at?
Yes.
Where you at again?
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay. And how long a ride is that from Atlanta, Georgia?
About 6 hours.
Okay. Okay.
But it's about a 30-minute flight.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say all the good places I like to go to are about a 6-hour ride.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Lady V, I'll be with you in a second, but we may have to roll out to Biloxi to get a little taste
Ooh.
of what she doing out there, because
Okay, I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that.
yes, 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 yes. So what are you up to now? Like I said, we
Let's
see you
see.
in the magazine, and
Yeah.
I see you show up a lot for Meow University.
Yes, yes, yes. I am. I have a performance with the Meow University over Zoom on March the 27th. And I can give you all of the good ticket information. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Don't even worry
Put
about
it
it.
in the
I got
chat.
y'all.
Put it in the chat, and then I will pop it up on the
And
screen.
yes, thank you.
Mhm.
And then we just had a Cashmere Room Collective event this past Saturday. My husband and I, we host lifestyle parties. So we had a very nice event Saturday. It was Where the Wild Things Are. So I did that. And I was on the Black and Kinky podcast and the Smokers Lounge podcast. My theme this year is a closed mouth don't get fed. So
Ooh.
I've been putting myself out there tagging people like, hey, this is what your audience needs. Erotic poetry like you've never seen before.
First of all, my mom used to say things like that. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Don't
You
get
have
fed.
not because you ask not. So I definitely live by those sayings. When I was a kid, I was like, whatever, lady, just whatever. But now as an adult, I'm like, there's some truth to all of that. So
Absolutely. I was just recently on a bonus Patreon episode of the Heart of South podcast. So I'm putting in work all over.
And girl, with an intro like that, like I said, that's all you ever have to do is that intro for me. You know, you ain't gotta say nothing else. Just come on, do it. Do your intro. And it's not even like it's my intro. It's your intro. Like I just want you to say what you do. That's all. Just
Absolutely.
you know. So but we're gonna take a quick commercial break because you've got a special presentation. And I don't want you to do it until I bring out our next guest.
Absolutely. It's absolutely appropriate.
Yes. So hold on, folks, and we'll be right back.
Yay!
And then also on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock, Boob Tube. So yeah, your girl, you know, she gonna be tired. Every Wednesday, I like go balls to the wall, and I do this show for an hour. I take a little half-hour break, and then I set up for Boob Tube. So I expect to see y'all. If I can do it every week, and Jason can do it every week, and Hustlers can do it every week. Let's see, Lorenzo does it every week. And even Toxic Goddess, when she's had her Snickers and gummies and whatever else keeps her up, even she shows up. So, yeah, come back at 9 o'clock on Exotica TV for Boob Tube.
I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front, exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up.
Okay, so remember at the start of the show, I said I get so excited that I get out of order. I'm out of order. You weren't supposed to hear applause right there, but I'ma take them. Okay, my next guest. I'm just gonna. The part that I always love to mention is not are they just sexperts. They are face sitting experts. Yep, I said it. Face sitting. And you're thinking, why do I need to be told how to sit on a face? We about to discuss that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, from DV Passion, Laydee D. Forgive me. Laydee V and D. Oh, Lord. I'm going to get it together, y'all. I'm going to get it together.
Baby.
and hold on. Let me. Okay. I got to get the applause in there. Everybody needs their applause. So, and first of all, you don't have cleavage cam set up, but you've got cleavage set up. So can you pretend like you got cleavage cam and give it to him?
I am. There you go. I'm there you go.
No, you're gonna have
There
to lift
you
up.
go.
You're
You
gonna
get
have to
all the
move
cleavage.
over
The
to.
titties are tittying on a Wednesday.
There we go. There we go. Okay, we got a little jiggle. We see because when they're high and lifted up and fluffy, you got to give it to
They
me.
look beautiful. Yes.
Yes. When you were setting up earlier, I was like, okay, okay, that's what we doing.
I was trying to give you a good view, baby.
And I got it. I got the view. I definitely got the view. See, that's a better view right there. We can see them. But thank you, Vanna D. Thank you, Vanna D.
Vanity.
I appreciate that. So,
No problem.
D.
No problem at all. First, thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah, appreciate you. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully we're gonna see you next month.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. We're going to see it next month. We're going to do the damn thing. We're going to burn Chicago down. I
I
don't mean
can't wait.
literally.
In a good way. In a good way.
In
That's
a good way.
Thank you. I was going to say.
In a good
I
way.
don't
You got to
mean
be
literally.
specific nowadays. You got to be careful what to say.
I get it. I get it. See, but you see how excited I am, right? So, I came back to myself in time
We're
to
gonna burn
say,
it down.
not literally, okay? I don't want to get kicked out of the hotel before I get there.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. They'll go right back to this video right here.
You know
They
what I'm
like Casey a
saying?
little bit
I'll
too
have to
wild.
get rid of the evidence. But when I met you all, it was at Exotica. And I don't. It was Chicago because my first Exotica was New Jersey. So
Mhm.
I met you guys at Chicago, which is kind of crazy. And you were doing face sitting classes.
Yes.
Yes, I think what was that? Our second? Probably. I think that's our second time going to Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And face sitting was something that we knew was needed.
Yeah, it kind of happened by accident. At our first Exotica, dude by the name of Buttman was following my wife around, and then he just kept following her there and kept. He has a T-shirt. I'm gonna show you when you go to Chicago. I'm gonna show you him, and he has a T-shirt that says Buttman. But he followed her all the way around the whole Exotica and was like, "Please." She found me and was like, "Babe, he wants me to sit on his face," and I was like, "I don't care. Go ahead." She was like, "Please." He was like, "I have my wife here."
She was on a leash.
She was on a leash, and
Okay.
that's how face sitting took off. So she sat on his face right then and there. I got the pictures actually, and it was a whole crowd that just surrounded us, and it was like, "Oh snap, we got something."
We got something big too.
Wow. Okay, because
And our first class was about almost 300 to 400 people.
I was gonna say because I've you as you know when it comes to the show and the classes, you try to be everywhere, and I try to pick and choose. Like I don't get to go to everybody's show at every session, but I try to choose. Okay, this time I'm going to this class, and next time I'm going to that class. And so I popped in on one of your classes and was like, I don't, like, I don't know if folks are ready because you see some folks are all leaned in, bug-eyed, and other folks are like they don't know what to say or do.
They're like, "Oh my God."
And people ask us like, why do we need to know about face sitting? And I'm like, listen, the reason why, because I don't want you to have to call your spouse's mates or mother or dad to say, hey, I killed your child because I was sitting on their face.
Okay,
And
you
I
don't want to be
suffocated them.
you don't want to be in an episode of Sex Sent Me to the Hospital.
Facts. Facts.
Exactly.
Or 1,000 Ways to Die.
Exactly. And then also with plus size female, a lot of plus size females don't feel confident doing so because they don't exactly know how to angle
Mhm.
themselves,
Mhm.
what to actually do, how long you're supposed to be on there. They don't know certain things, so they don't choose to do it. So I'm like, listen, I'm a plus size, beautiful woman that's able to do it and do it
Mhm.
for a while because of the techniques that we show.
And
Right.
also, we teach about nonverbal communication. So, of course, you can't communicate if you got someone sitting on your face. So, we teach them how to nonverbal communicate with just pat. So, if you come to our class, you'll hear tap that ass. So, I mean, so it's just different things that people may not think of that we just incorporate in our class.
Well, it definitely was a treat to watch you all, but it was more fun for me to watch the audience. Um, because you get first of all, it's a mix of people, and you sit there trying to figure out, okay, who's into it, who's here because their feet hurt, who's here because
Hmm.
they thought it was something different. And now they're like,
Exactly.
I don't want to now get up and walk out. I don't want anybody to like see me. So yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of the people, they like our class because we're interactive.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mhm.
bring people up on the stage,
Right.
they do the demos, we show the demos live,
Right.
with clothes on.
With clothes on.
Yes.
Now you can go
That
to
is a rule.
other platforms.
That part.
That's a rule at Exotica. The clothes, when you're on the
With
convention
clothes
floor,
on
clothes are
And
on.
consent.
and consent.
Yes.
Clothes and consent. The 2 C's.
So yeah, it's definitely fun.
And you also were on a episode of This Is Life with Lisa Lane.
Yes.
Yes. Talk about that.
Yeah, we when we did that in 2018, we went to we were featured, we were speakers at Naughty New Orleans. So they picked us out of a whole group of couples, and it was an awesome experience. And we got to talk about our class, we got to talk about us being in the lifestyle, because that's what Naughty New Orleans is. It's one of the biggest lifestyle conventions there is.
And also, they wanted us to represent our culture, our community as well. And so they featured a lot of our class, which we were grateful for. We were able to sit down and have lunch with Lisa Ling afterwards and get to know her more on a personal level. And that I took out of the whole thing. I think I took the lunch part
Yeah.
the most. And that wasn't even aired on TV. That was like the most, I think, that touched
Right.
us a lot.
And the amount of footage they took just to break it down in what 20
Yeah.
minutes? It was like they filmed us
like
for
we were
hours.
filmed for hours.
Yeah. Well, and see
Like,
you left out the fact that they also showed you mixing and mingling with
yeah.
other couples. So
Yes, they did.
But
They did.
now they didn't show the pool. Yeah, the
They
pool
couldn't
part.
go to the pool.
The pool part was crazy. Like,
However, they saw us mix and mingle with a couple that we didn't meet on the trip. And that was also a great experience to show that to the public as well, how you are supposed to approach a couple, how you are supposed to interact with each other, and showing that on a positive note. And it's not talked about in, derogatively.
yeah, it wasn't any type of drama. It wasn't us arguing or the
Right.
couple arguing back and forth. It was an adult interaction. So everybody left pleased. So
Very pleased.
very pleased.
And that was one that was one of the things that caught my attention regarding the couples part of it. Because I mean the show talked to a handful of different people. And so in your segment, I appreciated watching the conversation that you and Dee had. I appreciated watching the conversation that the other couple had and hearing, people talk it through, because let's just face it, swinging isn't for everybody, right? Like
Exactly.
it's, even just because we talk about it, the relationship has to be rock solid to even pursue something like that. So to your point, to see those conversations and to see them had with positive energy, and you can tell through body language that this was something that everybody, had discussed.
Everybody was in agreement to.
Right. Like folks didn't show up to Naughty and Orleans and said, hey, you want to do it? Like they knew where they were going. So the conversation was had before they got there. Right. So that was big.
And also today is our anniversary.
Yes, it is.
We've been together for 18 years.
Yeah, we've been together for 18 years. The year that we met, we got married within 3 months. So our wedding anniversary is in 3 months. So yeah, this is our 18th year.
18 years.
Wow. That is awesome.
We got adult love now.
We got
grown love. We got that grown love now.
That is awesome. I love that. So what oh wait, hold on. Because I can do this, there's also this.
Yes.
So talk about it, girl.
I cheese when I see my book. I cheese when I see my book.
Look,
my God.
You saw I was able to just go right here.
Yes.
The book.
I love you for that.
So talk about it.
Yes, my book is called The Buy in Me. So it tells my story from me growing up from a child in a Pentecostal, growing up with a grandfather who was a bishop, a pastor, and me dealing with my sexuality. And it also speaks about me being molested, goes into stories about my relationships, how did I deal with my first pregnancy, even me being a stripper. So I take you through my journey of bisexuality. Like I feel like bisexuality is more than just the act of it. It's the reason why or people are who they are. Mm-hmm. And you got to love them unconditionally because we all have a story.
Right.
And so I just was able to sit down and tell my story. So volume 2 is going to be coming out because everybody that read volume 1 is like, listen, when is volume 2 coming out? So volume 2 is coming out and it's coming out very, very soon. But if you want to get volume 1, you could go to Amazon. And if you want to get a signed copy, you can hit me up directly.
Mm-hmm. Signed.
And yes, you do have a signed copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, look at that. Look at that.
And just so y'all know, y'all's may not say to my baby, okay? Let's just be clear. I'm just saying, everybody can't have that.
You know what? No, see, everybody can't have that. Actually, you're the only person that has that on their book. So yes.
Just saying. Okay, so we talked about Chicago, and I pulled out a couple of pics of us.
Oh my gosh! Oh gosh!
Good times.
Oh, good times.
And that was last year. Last year, Chicago.
That was interesting.
Some of y'all are going, can I stand where D is standing? No, you cannot. Standing.
I'm always in position.
You always get in position. I like that picture.
I got. Let me see here, because once again I forgot to shut things down. So this is us again standing around outside.
Look at us.
Mm-hmm.
Look to me. Look at the chocolate.
I need that picture.
The chocolate, and then
the chocolate. That's that good chocolate.
That's a good black right there.
And then
Oh, that's my baby.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, I was like, I went to grab the video of you and I because I did Smash or Pass with you in Chicago. I tried to pull that out real quick. I'm like, Lord, we were too busy kikiing and you talking to your fans, and I'm like, this video is too long for me to do this right now. So you're gonna
coming up to me. I didn't.
Yeah, no, listen, girl. It's mine, my show, so I make the rules. So
Facts. And you know what? Regardless, even when we see people in the supermarkets and stuff, because we've been ever since this HBO Max. Before that, we were getting recognized, but now we're getting recognized even more.
Max.
And it feels good. But we always stop to show our fans love because it's because of their love, their donations, they're buying our merchandise, they're buying my book or whatever we have supporting us. It's because of them is why we do what we do. So we stop and just make sure, hey, how you doing? Come take a picture. You wanna rub? Okay, no problem. Let me rub these boobies. Like, because hey, they're our fans. They love us and we love them.
You need a booty cam.
Okay. The problem is I'm sitting down and I'd have to figure out how to position that because we could probably make that work in Chicago. V and I could walk around and like just get the camera on our ass and watch
down.
the wiggle, see it jiggle.
I'm down. I'm down.
Okay, I'm gonna go to a commercial break so I can bring Duchess in to just shut it down. I was geeked over like her just doing her intro, which she has fluffed up since the last time I heard it. So I'm dying to hear the piece I requested in honor of DV Passion. So y'all just hold on to this commercial break.
Yes, let's do it. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going on track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon'
Erotic boudoir. Adult, intimate, sexy, sensual. Allow AJ and Nick, the dynamic mother-daughter team, to assist you in customizing a personal pleasure package tailored to your intimate needs. They are highly knowledgeable and offer a professional touch. You can visit their store located at 2635 West Girard Avenue in Philadelphia, or browse more discreetly on their website at erotic-boudoir.com. And please be assured that both AJ and Nick are available to answer any questions you may have. Erotic Boudoir, helping you prioritize your pleasure.
Hey. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I got Toxic's "Oh Boobies" on the screen there. Gotta love the love for the boobies. Okay, so as you recall, I said I was out of order. I gotta scroll around, find my next scene. Okay, so here
we go.
All together.
Yes. All together now.
All together now. Now, hold on, because Duchess, I want you to have full screen for your presentation. So allow me to find your full screen. Because like I said, I'm just all over the place here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Duchess Cashmere.
Thank you. I do have some housekeeping. I would like to say, Lady V, I love you.
I love you too.
As a Black queer woman, I love you. I would just like to say that.
All right, but housekeeping.
I wrote this piece, episode number 28 on the Cashmere Room podcast. The title is called It's Time to Face the Pussy. And it's about face sitting and queening and how it is a full power dynamic, how you have to have a nonverbal safe word system in place, how it's an ancient sexual practice, not just a position. And I'm going to give you a little snippet of it. So, you want to please me down there? Me, I, your goddess? Do you even know what you're doing down there? Are you down there to serve your queen? Down there with your eyes closed and mouth open. Ah, huh. Can you feel the dampness of my pussy lips on your cheeks? My 3C pussy hairs on your forehead? Can you smell it? Not sweet, not tart. Umami. Can you feel the heat, the pulse, the drip? Your queen, your goddess, or maybe I'm your baby girl. Hey, daddy. Just sitting there. Shut out the light. Shut out the sound. Shut out the world with my pussy. Oh, just let the pussy sustain you, child, for as long and as long and as long as you can. Is that what you're down there for? Or, are you down there because you a motherfucking pussy monster? You want your face to be at the perfect angle to lick, slip, suck, and slurp on that pussy. Oh, yeah. You can talk all that trash, talking about you don't want no woman to sit on your face. I keep your little secret. I won't tell nobody. I know you love to be my throne where I rest my burden. You love to be the seat of my kingdom. You love to lay down your pride to me. My pleasure is your pleasure. You love to be the throne where I make my decisions, because a calm mind makes no mistakes. You love to lay down your strength to me, because in service to me, you are greater than me. You love to be the throne for which I sit. And oh, yes, I love to sit there too. I can sit there all night for at least 47 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? So lay down your pride to be and let me be your lady, and you can be my throne. Thank you.
Oh, Lord. I told you.
Yes.
I told you.
Got him rubbing his head. Thank you.
Woo! I was just like, I'm off here all twisted up in my chair.
I was trying to
Yes.
I was trying to hold myself. I don't know if you saw me in the camera. I'm like, yes.
I wish I could have seen you. I'll have to go back and I can't see it.
You can't see that.
It's done now. It's done now.
Yeah, I
I'll take your word
definitely.
for
You
it.
did awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
right?
you.
Awesome.
Is
Thank you.
she not killer? Oh my
She's
God.
amazing.
I-
And
Gorgeous.
it's a pleasure finally meeting you, and thank you so
Yes.
much. When I saw I tell you, I cheese when I see my book, y'all.
Duchess,
Casey
tell her what
had
you
hers
told
and
me.
Casey had hers, so I went and run and got mine. And I just wanted to say you are the first sexpert that I ever followed. Because when I got into this, I wanted to see myself, and I didn't see myself. And in you, I see myself.
Thank you, baby.
And
You know what? I love you. I
Pat,
don't know if you can feel my love, but I'm giving it to you for sure. Thank you.
yes,
And we
yes.
appreciate it for sure.
Thank you so much.
And can I just say, I didn't even know that when I booked her to be on the show
No.
with you. I just knew that if I'm gonna have you two, I needed her because her energy I knew would match yours. I knew she could speak the words that would edify what you all do.
Not edify.
Yes.
I
I'll
knew
tell
that.
you another. I'll tell you another secret. I've never sat on someone's face before.
When you do a live face sitting,
We're going to Mississippi.
Yeah, listen. Hear what I say. Hear what I say.
Now you know I've been
Yeah,
up there a couple of
mhm.
times, but I know I learned in writing the story because I had to research it, and you know I had to get my P's and Q's together. I did not know that it was like what it is. So I learned a lot writing this.
Listen,
for
I
y'all.
would have
And there's a special
never
dedication in the
known.
episode for y'all.
I would have never known that wasn't firsthand experience talking.
No, I've never done it before.
Well, you know what?
you did an awesome.
Casey, we gonna have to take a ride or 6 hours, 3. We can split that. We'll be good.
That was one of
take
the
3 hours, you
fornication
take 3.
fairy tales.
Fornication fairy tales. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And audience, these are my friends. These are people I call friends. Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
These are people I call friends. And the reason why I want to say that is because it is not easy to be fully transparent about who you are and have a social circle that you don't have to hide from. You know, a lot of us,
no judgment.
right. Because like a lot of us, we're kinky, but we're literally hiding all day. We're like all day. We hide it until we can go to a place to be kinky.
Mhm.
And when you have a kinky family, a kinky crew,
Yes.
you don't have to hide. And I'm gonna tell you this: what I have discovered, being able to be free with folks like you, I've taught myself how to be free in environments where I don't have kinky people.
Facts. Because people will start, they start noticing it. The one word I get all the time is "you're so real." No, I'm just being me.
Right.
It's just me being me. I'm being genuine because that's the person I am. When in the lifestyle, you got to learn how to be genuine and how to be nice, how to talk to people, because communication is everything. So if you don't have communication, even within the bedroom, you know, if you don't have communication, it shows.
Right.
Yes.
And to harp on what you said, closed mouths don't get fed. We also said closed mouths don't get fed and closed legs don't get fucked.
At the end of the day, that's what.
Yes.
See, my pen and pad ain't close enough because, you know, we need to be taking notes, y'all. I literally do take notes. Like I've got, I kid you not, like these are notes from Erotic Boudoir, and it wasn't even when they were on my show. I was on another show with them, and I was busy writing stuff down. I got Post-it notes everywhere. So,
but you know what? Even though we're educators, we still learn.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Still learn, and that's the thing about having a network of friends that we have. Like I call you guys fam, but having a network of friends and fam that we have, because we can connect on a different level. We can not only talk about sexually, but we can talk about business. How can we advance? Hey, I'm on this platform. Why don't you I'll give you the connections where you can get on this platform too. You know, we're able to do that and we'll work together. A lot of people can't even do that on their regular job. So the fact that we
they can't even do that in their house.
Exactly, in their regular life. So the fact we can do
all in
it
3
makes
places.
it so genuine.
Right. And I think it's because everybody, first and foremost, we love and respect one another.
That.
And for me, my attitude is if Lady D and V, Lady D is actually another woman in Atlanta. This is why I keep fucking that up. So forgive me.
Oh,
That is like an actual
Lady D?
person. It's not me
It's
getting
Lady
it
D.
twisted.
Oh.
It's an actual person.
oh,
So if Lady V and D can be on Lisa Ling on CNN, that means the door's already open for the rest of us to come behind.
absolutely.
So,
That's it.
so for me, I'm like, yes.
And
I
to
said
make it
it.
even
Lifestyle royalty.
and to make it
Thank you,
even
baby.
more, I
Sure.
consider ourselves the first generation of Black sex educators, because if you, like you said, Duchess, it's, if you look, Google it, it's nobody. It was like, so
Nobody.
it's like we're opening doors and we're breaking ground, and it's like for the next generation, because they're gonna have to look up somebody like, dang, who's these? I need somebody who I can, somebody who looks like me doing the same thing, because I know it's people out there. It's just that it's hard to find. So when you're able to find us on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, it's just opening more doors for them to do what they do and make this generation better for the next generation.
And we're also personable. So we don't mind talking to you. We don't mind conversing. We don't mind sharing your stuff, you know, putting your stuff on our platforms and saying, hey, go follow this person. Because we want to see everybody grow. We want to see everybody win. And we definitely want to see everybody get a nut because it's valuable. And your orgasm
matters. Yes.
By any means necessary.
All the necessaries, all the means, all the necessaries. Hey, it is good for your health. Okay.
Yes.
It is good for longevity of your health.
And you can lose weight having sex. Come on now. Like,
now,
okay, it works both ways.
Let's be honest. You don't lose as many calories at one time, which means you just gonna have to
gotta do it more often.
Just have to have more.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's the solution to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not like you ran for an hour and it's the same amount of calories. Now it's not the same amount of calories. However,
it's okay.
You can.
That means you double up. You double up on the workout.
That's what I'm saying. Get a sandwich, take a nap, get you a smoothie, whatever. Pick back up where you left off. You know, maybe your partner needs that sandwich, and you can keep going. That's why we got toys.
Exactly.
Or towels.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need.
I'm in the lifestyle. Like y'all do that. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I'll be right back.
It's a variety of stuff that you can do to keep you occupied.
There you go. See, this is a whole new conversation. I warned y'all, if you had something to do at 8, you just needed to go on ahead and tell them you're going to be late. And if you here still, it's after 8.
You know what? It's not their fault that we only see each other 4 times a year, you know?
I know. And that's okay. That's okay. Because, look, if we're
going to work on that. I feel a shift.
If we have to do it like this, if we have to have Casey and V conversation like this and just share it with the public, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. I think it works, you know?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I definitely am okay with that. But
I'll tune in for that.
Okay, see? I've been toying around with the idea of doing like a late night, like periodically doing a late night conversation.
Ooh, that means we could talk about everything and anything. And
I'm just saying,
the tea would be.
You know my mind. You know my mind goes.
I'm just saying, I'm toying around with the idea. So don't be surprised if I say, "Hey, you want to get on Friday?" And we just.
I'm here. I'm with it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Lady D. Oh my God. I have to introduce you to Lady D so you can understand. This is it. I'm gonna have to call her tomorrow because clearly
she's talking.
She's on your mind.
You know what? She's on your mind.
Yes.
And that's what, you know how I am. If somebody go on my mind, I pick up the phone. Hey.
Oh yeah, because I've gotten a lot
That's
of
what
those
it is.
calls. I've gotten gotten a lot of those calls. So yeah.
That's what it is. Yes, you've
Uh,
gotten a lot of my checkup calls.
yeah. Yes, I did. So did. But Lady V and D, thank you so much for
No
No
problem.
worries. Thank
being
you.
Thank you for
here.
having us, and
Oh,
we love you as always.
it's my pleasure. It's my
I
pleasure.
can't wait to get a hug from you. We gotta take more pictures.
Yeah. Oh, girl, you already know. And Duchess Cashmere.
Thank you.
Duchess. Mwah.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you for having me.
no. I'm back
We
in
need to do
all.
it again very soon.
No, we're gonna do it again. And I just want to back all the way up to last year when
Uh-huh.
when I came back using this platform and I asked you to do that thing with me,
Yes.
and Exotica got crazy and I couldn't keep up with the schedule to do it with you.
Hmm.
But it was always a treat for me to
Yes, it
do tea time.
was.
That was a treat.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yes.
It was something different. And so bringing you on tonight, absolutely a pleasure to have you live. I knew you were in a different time zone and I knew I was on earlier than normal, but I'm like, if she say yes, we doing it.
Of
So
course I will say yes. Of course I would say
thank
yes.
you, thank you, thank you. And I
You're
gotta do
welcome.
one last thank you. Um, one last thank you here. And I would be remiss because I don't always have Lorenzo live and in person.
Yay!
So I want to
Yay! My buddy.
I want to thank Lorenzo for being live and in person. And y'all are thinking he's not live and in person because that's not the same background. Yes, he's live. He's just in another part of the house. So mind your business. But
Casey, if you don't mind, give me about a minute here.
oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to Lady V and D, we've been watching and the public's watching, and we appreciate that you're staying true to what you do. You're not conforming, and that's very important. So don't think that people are not watching, because they are. And to Duchess Cashmere, we're coming for you. That's definite. And
Come on with it then.
we're coming for you, definitely. It would be a pleasure to maybe collaborate and do something together one day. But you keep on doing what you're doing. And of course, to Casey, who has put all this together and is bringing people of color and, people in different genres together. We give her a big hand.
We love you, Lorenzo.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, to my wonderful audience. I want to thank all of you for being here every week. I do this because I want to chat with you. I do this because I want to share with you. I want to be that safe space. I want to be that place that you can see and hear conversations about face sitting where you can, and Duchess, I don't know if you put up that information before I finish talking so I can post it up on this screen.
I did.
You did? Okay. Lord, I don't
It's in
see
the
it.
chat.
Oh,
It's way up there. I'm sorry.
do it again for me, hon.
Yes, ma'am.
So you all of you here chatting with us, all of you just watching, you're the reason I show up. You're the reason I invite people like Lady V and D and Duchess, and why I want to have conversation about face sitting, and have someone give that amazing, amazing oration on face sitting. I mean, if you're not wet or if you're not thirsty right now, I don't know why. I'm confused. But yeah, love having you here every week. And I'm waiting on Duchess's comments. This is why I'm stalling here.
It's in there.
I don't see it.
I just put it in there again. It has been running slow all night.
Okay. Did you put it? Where did you put it? On Twitter?
In the chat. It's on YouTube. In the chat on YouTube.
Okay, because it's
And
not
I just
popping.
put everything. I just
It's
put
not
everything
popping up here
again.
for me.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me try this one last time. I know y'all are like, Casey don't usually do this. You're right. I don't usually do this.
Why don't you let them know about next week?
So next week, my guest will be Tyomi Morgan. And the airing of that show may be different. I'm just going to leave it at that for a second. The airing of that show may be different, and you'll find out more later in the week. But it would be a first, is all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, Duchess, I don't see it. Do me a favor, text it to me, and
Yes.
I will put it in a tweet with a link to the
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
No problem.
Okay, because I want to make sure everybody gets their props. Okay, so now I'm going to officially say goodnight. I will see you. That is a very gentle command. I will see you at 9 o'clock on BoobTube. Otherwise, I expect to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.